rebounding boost to position, and he's got some pretty good stats on him with a 90 speed, 92 agility, 93 dunking, and an 89 3-point shot, as well as that insane 98 mid-range stat. He's going to be a playstyle select at the small forward spot, and it is a promo structure that I believe we have only had once before in the game itself. So it's kind of like a new-ish promo structure. Again, I think the last time we had it was this comic book themes promo with Devin Booker being the Grandmaster, but it is a little bit confusing as to how you can go ahead and get yourself all the way through this promo. So in this video, I'll break down all of it, as well as giving you guys some calculations to potentially see what you can get normally spent and what it's going to take to go ahead and get yourself that Grandmaster LeBron James. So as you can see, this is going to be what the promo map looks like. It's not really a huge amount of events you have to play through every single day just on this screen, but there are some other events which will help you out, which I'll go into a little bit later on. There are basically two currencies with this promo. There's going to be tricksters points, and there are going to be phantom points as well. The phantom points will add up in these milestones, and the tricksters points are what you need to be able to spend in order to get yourself that LeBron James. But let's take a look at the very first set of events. This is going to be a node of 15 events to go ahead and play through. Each one is going to cost you 30 stamina, and they're on a 24-hour reset. I think in the last version of this promo format, when we had Devin Booker, it was only on a 12-hour reset, so they have upped it now to a 24-hour reset. So that might be something to take into consideration with this promo itself. You will notice you will get a chance pack over here. Now, it doesn't give you any odds of what you're going to be able to get from this pack. I believe it's going to give you a 10 phantom points guaranteed no matter what you get from this pack. It also has, I believe, a 5% chance of getting a 77 overall, and I believe it also has a chance of getting another low overall player, which you can take a look at in the news tab over here. If we go into tricksters, you can see just over here, it gives you the range of players. You got a 75, a 77, 79, and an 83 overall player. So I believe in that very first event, it's going to give you a chance of getting either the 75 overall player or that 77 overall player that you can see on the pack itself. Again, there is no indication as to what the chances are, whether that 5% chance is for the 75 overall or the 77 overall, but it is going to be a slightly low chance in order for you to go ahead and get them. And if you don't get a player, you're guaranteed to get you 10 phantom points. Those are going to add up in these milestones over here. As I mentioned, obviously I've played through one event, so I've got myself that very first milestone reward. Other than that, you're going to get yourself some NBA cash, which is useful. Coins, probably not going to be very useful, getting 100 and 150 all the way up to the final offer for coins, which is only going to be 500 coins. Don't really know why that's in the milestones. It's not really that useful, but you've also got stamina as well, which is going to be kind of useful. 150 there on the first reward. And you will notice over here on the rewards that are going to give you tricksters points, that's the one with this basketball icon, it doesn't require phantom points. It requires the players themselves. So if you look very closely on this one over here, the first reward is going to require one of those 75 overall players. So if you get stuck on this one and you're wondering why you're not progressing through, you've got yourself more phantom points than you actually need, it's because you need to get yourself that 75 overall player in order to unlock that milestone. And if you look very closely at the next one, this is going to require 2 of the 77 overall players in order to get you 150 of those trickster points. It's very important to look at this stuff very closely when you're going ahead and playing through it, because if you're getting stuck and you're wondering why, this is probably going to be the case. The next one is going to require 7 of those 75 overall players, back to those 77 overall players for 300 points, where you're going to need 5 of him, 12 of the 75 overall players, and then the final one here is going to require 6 of those 77 overall players. And then the final reward is going to give you an 87 overall Malcolm Brogdon with a +2 shooting boost to position. He's going to be at the end at 1,575 of those phantom points. That is the first set of milestones which you can go ahead and complete. The second set over here is going to give you 5 events to play through. They're again on a 24-hour reset. They're going to cost 25 stamina, and again they will give you a guaranteed 10 phantom points per event. The difference is in this pack you're going to get either that 83 overall player or a 79 overall player. Again, I don't know what the chances are because it doesn't actually show it on the pack itself. But if you take a look at the milestones, these are not going to unlock until day 5 of the event. And shout out to J-MarGaming, who's a mod on my Discord server. He pointed out that I believe in the last version of this event, if you did pull players before the milestones become unlocked, so before day 5 of the event, those will not count towards these milestones. So what I recommend and what he recommends with this promo is you go ahead and play through these events, save all of the packs to your bench until day 5 when these achievements become unlocked, and then you can go ahead and start opening them up. Because if you pull, say, that 83 overall player before the milestones actually unlock, so before day 5, it won't count towards getting through these milestones, because they work exactly the same as the first set of milestones where you're going to need those players to get through it. So you can see at the first trickster rewards, it's going to require 2 of those 79 overall players. The next one's going to require 2 of the 83 overall players, and it keeps going up. The last one requiring 4 of those 83 overall players until you get all the way at the end an 87 overall Paul George with a +2 post-offensive boost to position. That is going to require another 1,175 points. And again, these do not unlock until